Hi, I'm Felicia. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is Monday, February 23rd, 2026, and it's my first real day back from the hospital. I was discharged early in the evening yesterday, and it feels unimaginably good to have slept in my own bed last night and wake up and see my family around me. And my little one has been just so adorable, and she lifts my spirits. It's been really good for me. Just this one day back already has been really good for my healing. I feel like I'm hurting less physically and, of course, emotionally. It was quite a difficult experience, to say the least. The grief process is going to still take quite a while, I think, but I've begun making arrangements today. I called a funeral home and decided it's time they pick up the baby from the hospital and begin the cremation process. We'll meet with them tomorrow and discuss what we want to do as far as a service goes, because we do want to do a little service, something to honor the short life of our baby and the love that we had for him. We'll do that meeting tomorrow, but they're going to pick him up tonight. One thing we were clear about was we didn't need to do a viewing. We didn't need to rush the service because we want him cremated, and I didn't think he was really in a good condition to be seen in a viewing anyway. Of course, I know people do closed caskets sometimes for this situation, but in our situation, I think it's better that we wait a little longer so we can make some arrangements to try to get some family to come from out of state and be with us. And I have my new church family, of course, who I will invite, but it will be a small, intimate gathering most likely, but we do want to do an informal service. I feel a bit of a relief, like a bit of a burden has been lifted by knowing that he'll be in the hands of the funeral home now, and I had this weird, maybe illogical fear that he was going to get mixed up in the hospital or something was going to happen because I wasn't there with him in the hospital anymore. And so anyway, I'm glad that things are getting underway. I called the chaplain, authorized the funeral home for him. And I guess in Texas it takes a while anyway, longer than an adult to be cremated, because when it's a baby, a stillborn baby, they need to have hand-submitted, handwritten documents from the physicians, and I guess just the process takes longer to get the documentation that they need to do the cremation. And so I'm glad that we're getting started now and not procrastinating or waiting too long to get this done with. I also needed to cancel an upcoming OB appointment that I had and reschedule it as a postpartum checkup, and the person on the phone said congratulations when I told them I had delivered a baby. I wasn't specific that it was stillborn, and I just said thank you. It's so awkward when people congratulate you on having a baby when they didn't make it, but I'm not going to go around just bringing other people down because they accidentally said congratulations. I'm trying to be as uplifting and positive about everything as possible, and so that's why I want to do a service that's sort of a celebration of life. And I know there isn't a lot of life there that he got to have, but it's still something I want. And I don't want it to be a sad event. I want to make it something positive and light. Other than getting the funeral situation going, getting that started, today has been just about healing, spending it with my family, and my husband's been really helpful. He washed my hair for me earlier. I hunched over the kitchen sink, had a towel, put my face down, and he used the hose. Luckily, we have a really deep kitchen sink, and so it was actually a really great place to wash my hair. And he shampooed it, conditioned it, and brushed it because it was getting kind of matted and tangled from my 5 nights in the hospital. And so he was really nice to do that. And then I took a shower earlier, my first real shower after being in the hospital, and it had to be a bit tepid. I'm not supposed to take warm showers because of my incision, but it was still nice. And he actually came in and helped shave my legs for me because I couldn't really bend down, and we don't have like handrails in our shower. It's not a handicap shower or anything, so he helped out a lot with that. And of course, helping me get my pants back on, getting my pajamas on, getting dressed. He's been really nice and helpful. I'm really thankful I have a loving, supportive husband who's been helping me recover, all while taking care of our little daughter too. And in just a little bit, I have a really lovely mother from the church coming by to drop off dinner for our family, and I'm very thankful for that too. That also takes some burden off of just our routine here, that we don't need to worry about dinner. And we've still got several meal train deliveries for the next week or two, and so again, I'm just very thankful that I found this community. I think God led me in the right direction when I chose to go to this church. I thought I was going to be church shopping when I got here. I thought I need to kind of see what's around, what type of church I wanted to go to, and I found this one because of their special needs ministry, because of what I was expecting with my son and the challenges with my daughter and everything, and it just worked out so beautifully and divinely, I guess you could say. I think it was meant to be that I had these amazing people to help get us through this difficult time. I've also been getting some really lovely comments from people on YouTube, and I was nervous about posting all of this. I thought, 1, maybe I'm oversharing. 2, maybe I'm being inappropriate by being so vulnerable and open about my experience. But ultimately, seeing these comments from people have let me know that I made the right decision to post these vlogs, because I'm not alone, and I'm realizing that more and more every day that there are other people who've been through this experience, this horrible experience, and in a way it brings me comfort to know that it is a shared experience with some, and even if it's not, the empathy people have has been really beautiful to see, and the thoughts and prayers have made a difference. I know that sounds cliche, thoughts and prayers, but it really is something I felt. I feel this positive energy coming from people I don't even know, and it's bringing me peace. Last night, I sort of had this weird PTSD experience where I guess it was maybe a bit of a nightmare. I wasn't fully awake yet, and I thought I was still hooked up to an IV. Like in my mind, I could see the IV dripping, and I felt like I still had it in my arm, and I was trying to figure out how to roll over and how to position myself so that I wasn't pulling on the IV. And then I needed to get up to use the restroom. I think I was also in pain, and so that woke me up. So I realized I didn't have the IV in my arm anymore. As I was trying to get up, I was really struggling, like a turtle on its back. And I remember thinking, I wish I just had somebody here I could just hold on to help get me up. But I didn't want to wake up my husband. And just then I had this mental image pop into my head of Jesus just extending his hand out to me to lift me up out of bed. And I just said, "Thank you, Jesus." And I felt like happy. And I got up out of bed. I just sat up. All right, well, my new friend from church is going to be dropping off some food here in a minute, so I'm going to go get dinner and get more rest. And I will let you know how everything goes tomorrow with the funeral planning. We've got homemade pot roast, carrots, potatoes, rolls. That looks really delicious. Smells really good too. Thanks for watching. Bye.